security in this country right now.
Do you think there's an element of confusion that's then introduced into the minds of Kenyans who are saying, okay, well, this is what we want, as you've established. However, the person who's going to deliver it, when everybody's saying it could be me or it is not me, but so understand where the confusion comes in.
I don't think just a confusion. I don't think there's a confusion among the electorate. Even in the political leadership, a fairly high level of public intellectuals. There's concern that there's insufficient traction with policy. That not many people are competing for fundamental ideas on the content of the next government. We know what we're running away from, but we are not sufficiently building what we're running to. And how do we make that enhance the political sex appeal of policy?
Right.
I think is a public and national agenda that has always been dear to me. Unfortunately, only a section of the opposition is grappling with it, and attempts to make this the substance of discussion at retreats have not been very successful, to the best of my knowledge.
I mean, you mentioned something that is critical in the sense that one of the ways that the United Opposition is looking at it is the fact that you go clean up your house, then come back with your number of votes, right? But whilst each and every single person is going back to their community, at the end of the day, you need Kenyans to believe you
I do
and
not
trust.
believe in the politics of ethnic balkanization. I mention it as one of the trends, not as something that I prefer.
So,
and significantly, I mention it as a problem, not as a solution.
So within then these mergers that are coming together, how does the agenda of Kenya then overshadow every other facet that does exist? Do you see that happening?
No, I hope it will happen. I remain very, very optimistic. But the thing is that you are trying to package squares and rectangles and triangles and circles. So there's lots of spaces that don't fit in very well. But this is a challenge that I believe we'll be able to surmount. And, in the early days of the second liberation, we had this advantage. There was a large body of civil society players, Citizens Coalition for Constitutional Change, Mwangaza, Maungano, Mageuzi, Forces. There were these independent sector and civil society organizations and progressive religious leaders who helped to prefect the process of position aligning around issues. Unfortunately, in Kenya today, that's not there. We do not have a rigorous, non-political civil organization or movement. Sound bites from social media are not sufficient. The dark spots on religious organizations because of the wicked alignments they took at the last election has reduced their voice and their credibility as a rallying point by and large. So it becomes a bit more challenging. That we have to look inside the political class to find what is a concrete agenda. I hope, and I've been getting some positive signals on this, that the younger players coming with the Linda Mwananchi are talking more positively about the importance of agenda than the legacy political leaders. And that is very helpful. That is something I'm very optimistic about. So I just look that if we could build the platform of governance's core values that you stand for, core commitments to restitution, core commitment to fighting corruption, regardless of your own personal background, a commitment to a renewal of economic opportunity in Kenya, particularly reducing government's overborrowing and overbearing hand in the national economy, and in increasing accessibility of affordable credit to entrepreneurs as the drivers of economic renewal. If we can just start building around these issues, they become a lot more exciting to me than to say that I have organized my region, you go home and organize your region. That's yesterday.